tucking toes under, feet, knees, hip distance, chest up. Drawing your spine up tall, rolling shoulders back a couple of times. Make sure your neck is long and then start reaching up. Big inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. We're going to do that a couple more times. Exhale, hands to heart center. Anytime you need to untuck the toes, please do. And then reach up one more time, still lengthening the breaths. Interlace the fingers and turn the palms up. Reach those palms to the ceiling and drop the shoulders away from the ears and just hold. Now think about those last two ribs. Try and tuck them in so your stomach is tight and your lower back is quite long. Try and reach the fingertips a little, the palm a bit higher and behind you, so you start feeling the stretch in the front of your shoulders. And then release, interlace the fingers in the back. So I'm trying to mobilize your shoulders and stretch them out whilst you're stretching your big toe joint. Open the chest, I just keep tucking the heels in towards each other. Open the heart up, drop the head back if it feels good. And then reach back up. Grab your right wrist with your left fingertips and gently pull over to your left. So you're getting a side bend out of it. Come back to center. Grab the left wrist with the right fingertips, pull over to your right. Feeling the stretch down your left side. And then back to center. Release the hands forwards, release the toes finally. Just untuck them, sit your bum on the heels again. Now this time your feet are flat. Now either stay here and just wiggle around, or if you can, fingertips on the mat, lift one heel. So I'm kind of stretching the ankles the other way. Back down with that knee, lift the other knee. And then carry on with that, or lift both knees just for a split second. Please be careful on your wrists. And then release the knees back down. Come onto all fours. A few cat-cows here, straight arms. Big inhale as you open, exhale as you round. One more time. Back to neutral, turning the fingertips outwards. Pushing shoulders side to side. So we're focusing on the wrists now. Stay here or start turning the fingertips backwards little by little. And then once the fingertips are pointing backwards, push the shoulders forwards and backwards. Slight bend in those elbows. So you're really stretching into the forearms. Keep those palms flat if you can. And then one more. Turning the fingertips to the front, spreading fingers, straight arms, tug the tailbone under only. And then either tug the toes under, but I'm going to keep them untucked. I'm lifting both knees off and hovering them. You might not like that on the ankles, so you might want to tug the toes under. And just hold it here for a few seconds. If you feel anything in your lower back, tug the tailbone a bit more even. You can even round your back, it helps. And suck your belly button into your lower back. So that should get to your stomach muscles a bit. And I'm just going to lift my knees a few inches higher. So I'm lifting my bum in the air and lowering again, hovering, not touching all the way down. Lifting a bit higher as if you were about to go into your downward dog and lowering. One more time, lift. And then drop all the way down this time. I'm tucking the toes under again. A bit more stretch on the big toe joints. I'm going to walk the hands back. Coming onto the toes, onto the balls of your feet. And I'm turning the knees outwards, and if you can, touch the heels together. Once you're there, find your balance and start straightening up. You might not like that, just keep the fingertips on the mat. Straighten up, squeeze the heels together and push the knees outwards. Make sure your spine is long. And if you can, reach all the way up. Big inhale. Find your focus point if it helps. Big exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. Keep pushing your knees outwards and make sure you're very upright. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Bring the hands onto the mat. Walk forwards, close the knees hip distance and push your bum up into downward dog. Once you're there, pedal the heels. If it feels nice to flip the feet over again, to stretch the feet the other way, please do. And then when you're ready, find your static stretch. Keep that slight bend in the knees for now. Spread the fingertips. Arms straight. Neck is long. And then walk to the front of the mat. Feet hip distance once you're there. Give me a big halfway lift. Long inhale. Long spine. And then folding forwards with a slight bend in the knees. Grabbing elbows with the opposite hand. Swing side to side. So the hamstrings are starting to lengthen. Make sure you're still bending the knees. So there's no pressure on the lower back. And then bend the knees a bit more if you need to. Fingertips on the mat. Heel toe the feet out into a wider squat position to sit down into a yogic squat. Toes are pointing outwards, heels are flat, and start sitting low. Whenever you're ready, press the elbows into the knees to find that first yogic squat to stretch the inner thighs. And then make sure you put a lot of push into it. You feel that the elbows are really pushing into the knees, widening the groin. You can always use the knuckles, hands together or knuckles into the palm. But wherever you are, start straightening the spine. Think about pulling your pelvic floor up. If you think about stopping the flow of the wheel, that will pull up your pelvic floor, which will help with the core muscles or the activation. One more breath here. And hands on the mat, push your bum up in the air. Feet are hip distance. Give me one more halfway lift. Big inhale. Exhale, forward again. One more stretch on the hamstrings. And then round your back, bend the knees, and come up slowly. I'm going to do 5 sun salutations. Take a big inhale, reach up, exhale, hands to heart center. And then release the hands down, turn the palms to the front, roll the shoulders back. I'm going to go slow with the first one, and then we'll pick up the pace. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward, forward. Gently, flat back. Keep that slight bend in the knees. Inhale, halfway lift. And step or jump back into your high plank position. Just for the first round, hold that high plank. Take one more inhale to prepare. Knees down for me, or knees off if you're ready for it. All the way down onto the front. Untug the toes. Lift up into your first cobra. Take it slow. And let's just hold it here for the first round. So you're opening the collarbones. Take one more big inhale. I'm going to lower all the way down. Push into child's pose. Tug the toes and find your downward dog again. Just for the first round, we are going a bit slower. Find that stretch for one more inhale. And as you exhale, push the chest through. Maybe lower your heels. On your next inhale, look forward, step or jump to the front of the mat. Exhale. Halfway lift, inhale, so your spine is long. Exhale, stretch down, forward fold. Feel the hamstring stretching. This time I'm going to bend the knees flat back, coming all the way up. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center and release the hands down. We've got 4 more. We're going to go a bit faster. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, going through your chaturanga if you wish, or take one more breath here. I'm going to push forwards, thighs off. You can do your cobra or upward dog and sit into your downward dog in your own time. One more inhale. One more exhale to stretch your shoulders. Inhale, look forwards, bend the knees. Step or jump to the front of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees flat back, come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. 3 more to go. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga, same breath. Jump back, sink onto the mat. Inhale, open into your cobra upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it for one more inhale, long neck. One more exhale, dropping shoulders through. Inhale, look forwards, bend the knees. Exhale, to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Feel the hamstring stretching. Inhale all the way up, flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center, last 2. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Feel the opening in the front of the body. Exhale, downward dog. Hold for one more inhale. One more exhale. Inhale, look forwards, bend the knees. Step or jump to the front of the mat. Exhale. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up with a flat back. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more. Release the arms. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. One more inhale. One more exhale. Bend your knees, look forwards. Inhale. Exhale, come to the front. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And release the arms. Take a big inhale, reach up again. Exhale, forward fold, and let's just hold it here for a bit. Bending the knees, just hanging down. Grab the ankles if you can. Calf. If you have a big toe pose already, then the peace fingers on both hands are coming to the big toes. Wrap them around those big toes. Wherever you're grabbing, bend the knees a bit more, flatten your back. Big inhale like a halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Try and lengthen your back and take that hamstring stretch a bit further. Nice and gently. Hang your head. Nod your chin. Turn the head side to side, double checking your neck is okay. No tension there. Try and reach a bit further down. If you already have your big toes, tuck your fingers under the toes, or tuck the whole hand under the onto the feet. So you're massaging your wrists with your toes. But wherever you are, just flatten your back. Try and bend the knees if you need to. Big inhale. And exhale, taking that hamstring stretch further. Long spine. A slight bend in the knee, hanging the head. And gently pull with those hands. So wherever you're grabbing, it might be just the back of your legs because that's where it feels good. Just make sure you can feel it in your hamstrings. There isn't too much pressure on your lower back. If there is, bend the knees and lengthen the spine. Let the crown of your head hang. Release the hands. Put them onto your shins. Give me a halfway lift and slowly step back into your high plank position. No rush. Take your time here. Take your time here. Drop your knees onto the mat. You're going to activate your glutes. Bring your knees underneath your hips, hands under your shoulders, long spine, and bring your left knee out to the side. Hold it here in your fire hydrant, and keep your left shin in line with your with the floor, parallel to the floor, and make sure your right elbow is straight. Extend that left knee as far as it goes. Bend it in and bring the knees together. Lift up, bend knee, extend, bend the knee, and bring the knees together. Make sure your right arm is straight. Lift, extend, bend, and down. Lift, extend, bend. We're going to do that one more time. Lift, extend, bend. Now do that one more time. Stay up in your fire hydrant. Extend that leg and then tap down that left toe for 10, 9, right arm straight, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knee, bring it back into underneath your hips. Reach the fingertips forwards for a sec. Push up into your downward dog. Once you're there, lift the left leg behind you again. Big inhale. As you exhale, step that shin behind the wrist into a pigeon stretch, just for a few breaths. Wiggle your right knee back, make sure you're not hurting the left knee. And then lift the spine, wiggle around until you feel that your hips are lined up with the front of the mat. And then walk the hands forwards. If you can, relax your upper body. Take a few breaths here. Make sure you can feel it in your left glute, in your left hip stretching. Walk the hands back, tuck the back toes, round your back, step into downward dog. Pedal out if you need to. And then come back onto all fours to do the other side. I'm just going to turn around so I've got the space. Stacking shoulders and hips. When you're ready, arms are straight. Right leg comes out, just hold it up there. Make sure your left arm is straight. And extend that knee, bend it, and bring the knee back down. 4 more, lift, extend, bend, and down. The higher you're trying to keep that knee as you extend, the more you're going to get to the very deep glute muscles. 2 more, keeping those left arms straight. And the last one, let's come back down, lift it back up again. Extend that right leg for the last time and tap it down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Make sure you lift it back really high every time. For 4, left arm straight, 2, and 1. Bend it, bring them together. Reach the arms forwards, downward dog, lifting hips. Once you're there, right leg up, 3-legged dog. Step forwards into your pigeon. Wiggle your left knee back. Long spine as you inhale, wiggling hips so you're squared. And exhale, find that pigeon stretch for a few breaths. Walk the hands back, tug the toes around your back. Find your downward dog again. Pedal those legs out for a few. And then ripple forwards into your high plank position. Right elbow goes onto the mat, left elbow goes onto the mat into a forearm plank. I'm going to interlace the fingers except for the last, the lower ones. And then make sure your elbows are about shoulder width apart. Find your forearm plank. Draw in the belly button. And then lift your left leg up in the air, point the left toes to the back, squeeze your left glute and hold. Pop the left toes down, lift your bum up into your dolphin. Push the chest through. Don't worry about the heels being off the mat. Come back into your plank. Squeeze the right glute, lift the right leg. Point the right toes back and hold. Make sure your hip is not lifting any higher. Right leg down, push the bum up. Find that dolphin. And then come back, we're going to go a little bit faster. Lift the left leg. Pop the left leg down, dolphin, bum up. Inhale, come forwards. Lift the right leg. Pop it down. Dolphin. Keep pushing your chest through every time. Come forwards. Lift the left leg. Pop it down. Dolphin. One more time. Lift the right leg. Pop it down. Push into your dolphin. This time hold. Walk the feet closer to your face. Keep looking at your ankles. Lift your heels high. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, drop those heels however far they go. Tummy tight. You're pushing your armpits, your chest through. Walk the legs back. Come back into your forearm plank. Come back onto your right hand. Come back onto your left hand high plank. Push into your downward dog. Lower your heels if you can. Hold it for one more breath. Feeling that you should be opening up in your shoulders a bit further. On your next inhale, look forwards. As you exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat, feet together. Sandwiching big toe joints. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend both knees flat back, come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the hands. We've got 5 of sun salutation B. I'm adding a little bit to what you know already. First one is slow. Inhale, chair pose. Reach the arms up, bum low, knees together, toes together. Shoulders away from the ears, long spine. Sit it low if you can, tummy tight. One more inhale, reach higher. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. You know this one. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, lift the right leg behind you, three-legged dog. Exhale, step behind the right wrist, so it's the shortest step. Pivot the back heel onto the mat, your left foot pointing out 45 degrees. Bend the right knee. Reach up, warrior one. Let's just hold it here for the first round. Arms reaching up, for bending the front knee. It is a shorter step than usual, but I'm making sure the right knee is still above the right ankle. The hips and the shoulders are pointing forwards. One more inhale, reach higher. Exhale, hands in front of the right foot. Shoot that right leg back into your high plank and sink through your chaturanga if you can with the same breath. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Next inhale, left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step behind the left wrist. Pivot the back heel onto the mat, 45 degrees with the right foot. Bend that front knee. Warrior one, reach up and sink into it. Hold. Feel that your hips, shoulders are pointing to the front. Bending front knee, double checking that the left knee is above the left ankle. Long shoulders, long neck. One more inhale, reach higher. Exhale, hands on the mat. Shoot the left leg back and sink through your chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it for one more inhale. One more exhale, just in the first round. Inhale, look forwards, bend the knees. Step or jump to the front. Feet together, please. Exhale. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. You know the rest. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Same thing. 4 more times, faster. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Focus on that hamstring stretch here. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga. You can always leave it out and meet us in downward dog. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step behind the right wrist in that short step, pivot the back heel down. Inhale, warrior one, arms up. Exhale, hands down in front of the right foot, shoot back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Left leg up, inhale, three-legged dog. Step the foot behind the left wrist, pivot the back heel onto the mat. Inhale, warrior one, reach up. Exhale, hands down, shoot the leg back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step or jump, feet together to the front. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, forward. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, release the arms. 3 more rounds. Inhale into your chair straight away, bum low, squeeze the knees. Exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Straight away, right leg up, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step behind the right wrist. Pivot the back heel on the mat. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, hands on the mat, shoot the right leg back, chaturanga with the same breath. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, left leg up, lift it high. Exhale, step behind the left wrist, pivot the back heel on the mat. Inhale, arms up, warrior one. Exhale, arms down, shoot it back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Anytime you want to leave out the chaturanga, please do. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, make it to the front, feet together. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, stretch those hamstrings, fold. Inhale, flat back as you come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. We've got 2 more, release the arms. Inhale, chair pose, squeeze the knees, sit low. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Leave out and meet us in downward dog if it's too much. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step behind the right wrist, pivot the back heel on the mat. Inhale, lift the arms, warrior one. Exhale, shoot the leg back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Other side, lift the left leg, three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step behind the left wrist, pivot the back heel on the mat. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands on the mat, shoot the leg back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, look forwards, bend the knees. Exhale, step or jump, feet together. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center, 1 more. Inhale, reach up. Oh, exhale, forward. I know I went wrong. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward again. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step behind the right wrist, pivot the back heel down. Inhale, lift the arms, warrior one. Exhale, arms down, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Other side, inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, step behind the left wrist. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms down, shoot the leg back, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, step back into your downward dog and hold. 3 long breaths. On your next inhale, look forward, bend the knees. Step or jump to the front of the mat. You can have the feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lift the right knee to the chest, hug it in, and hold. Spread your left toes, chest up, shoulders back. Try and lift that knee as high as you can. Draw the belly button in. We're going to twist. I'm holding that right knee with the left hand. Right fingertips going behind you. Make sure you twist that back, but the right knee is pointing forwards. Now, before you shift your gaze, you have the option to reach down with your left hand to the outside edge of your right foot. Make sure you can straighten up, and you can just hold it here or start extending, making sure your spine is long. However far you've extended, start shifting your gaze to your right, and if you can, shift it all the way behind you. So that challenges your balance even more. Long back, feel the core muscles working, keeping that spine long. Trying to keep that leg high, even if it's just the knee, release it, keep the arms in a T, and keep that leg up. Now push that right leg back, step into a long lunge, pivoting back heel onto the mat, into warrior two, and sink into that stance. Let's hold. So I've got left leg in the front, arms in a T, left fingertips pointing forward, sink. Left knee pointing forwards, check the right toes pointing out to your right, and sink it nice and low. Keeping low, shift the right fingertips to the front, all 10 fingertips to the ceiling, pivot onto that right foot, the toes, right knee pointing up into your lunge, and sink low. Bend that back leg as much as you need to make sure your back doesn't hurt. Tug the tailbone. If you want to straighten the back leg a bit more, you will feel the right hip flexes. Arms in a T and twisting to your left, so you're twisting the other way. It's all about twisting the spine. Left knees pointing forwards. And again, think about maybe straightening the right knee however far it goes without any back pain. Now we are going to reverse it, so the left fingertips are coming onto your lower back or onto your right hamstrings, and reach the right fingertips to the ceiling and hold. Keep sinking low. Lots of strength in the left thigh now, but you should feel the stretch down your right side and the inside of your right hip. Reach both arms up. Take a big inhale, pop the back knee onto the mat, untucking toes. And exhale, hands to heart center, twist to your left again. And then try and put that right elbow onto the left knee. So it should be a bit more comfortable on your legs, but I want you to twist further. You're locking the hips by having that right knee on the mat. Now try and press the palms into each other. Press that right elbow into the left thigh. Lengthen the back, lift the crown of your head to the front of the mat. Bend the left knee. Think about pointing your left elbow to the ceiling and twisting so much that your thumb is coming in the middle of your chest. It doesn't for me, but it might for you. Just feel your back twisting. Without back pain, it should feel nice. Hard, but nice. Bend the back front knee a bit more. Reach back up. Take a big inhale. Take the back leg off, back knee off, and go through a chaturanga as you exhale. Push the left leg back. Inhale, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Hold it for one more inhale. If you need to paddle your legs, because my left thigh and glutes are actually numb, please do. On your next inhale, look forwards. Step or jump to the front of the mat, feet hip distance. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center, other side. Hugging the left knee in. Find your balance. Long spine. Holding onto your knee with your right hand. I'm going to start the twist before I do anything, but I'm still looking forwards. I wait for the left fingertips to go to the back. Long spine. Grab the outside edge of your left foot with your right hand. Stand up tall first before you even think about straightening that left leg. And you don't have to straighten all the way out. If you want to, go for it. Once you've reached your max, shift your gaze to your left and all the way to the back if you can. Long arms, long shoulders, long spine. Trying your best to keep the left leg in the air. Release, the arms are still in a T. Shift the left heel backwards. Long lunge back. And then find that warrior two. Land that left leg. Turning the left toes outwards. Right toes to the front. And sit low. Lengthen the stance if you need to. Right knees above the right ankle. Crescent lunge. Push the left arm forwards, lift the back heel, reach up into your crescent lunge. Find a position where you're already feeling the left hip flexes, front of your left hip stretching. Bend the back knee if it hurts your back. Tug the tailbone under. Arms in a T, twist to your right. So twisting with the other way. Keep sinking low. And let's reverse. Right hand on your lower back or your left hamstrings. Reach the left fingertips to the ceiling. Hold. Keep bending right knee. Think about straightening the left knee. So you're getting deeper and deeper inside your hip flexors. Both thumbs up. Inhale. Back knee on the mat, hands to heart center. Exhale. Untucking the toes for me. Twist to your right. Left elbow on the right thigh. Bend that right knee and start twisting the back further. Right elbow, if you can, point it up. Long spine. You should feel that the tummy is coming off of your right thigh. Keep bending front knee. And think about that thumb coming to the middle of your chest to the sternum. Even if it doesn't happen, it will twist you further. And then untwist, reach up. Inhale, take the back knee off. Exhale, chaturanga. Leave it out if you want to and meet us in downward dog. And then sit back into your downward dog. Hold it for a breath. On your next inhale, come forwards into your high plank position. Make sure your shoulders are right above the wrists. Leave them as they are. Feet are hip distance. Maybe a little bit wider. Push your bum up into your downward dog. Reach the left arm up to the ceiling where your tailbone is pointing. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, reach the hand forwards, come back into high plank position. Inhale into your downward dog, left arm off again. We're going to take it a bit further. As you shift forwards into your high plank, you're going to reach the left fingertips to the front of the mat. Inhale into that one-armed downward dog, left fingertips pointing up. Exhale, high plank, left fingertips pointing forwards. We've got 3 more. Reach back, my arm is shaking, my core is shaking. Make sure you're stretching that right shoulder as you push back into your downward dog. Reach forwards. Inhale, downward dog, left fingertips up. Exhale, reach. Make sure right shoulder is coming above the right wrist. One more time, reach back. Reach forwards. Reach back one more time. Left hand down, find your downward dog. Let's start the other side. Right fingertips pointing up to the ceiling. For the first one, I'm putting the right hand on the mat and just shifting forwards into a high plank. We've got 5 more. You can stay with that if you want. Reach the right fingertips back and then reach the fingertips, right fingertips forwards. Find that high plank, that long line. Inhale, reach back. Keep pushing the chest through. Exhale, reach forwards. We've got 3 more. I'm shaking. Core, shoulders, lots of balance, lots of stability in your shoulder blades. We've got 1 more. Push back into your downward dog. And then when you're ready, place that right hand onto the mat. Find your downward dog. Look forwards on your next inhale. Exhale, step or jump to the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, come all the way up. Inhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms by your side. On your next inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Just a very short flow here. It's all about the hamstrings. It's all about the hip flexors. Inhale, halfway. Step your right leg back into a runner's lunge. Frame the front foot. We're going to take the first one slow. Right leg straight, looking forward. Pop the back knee onto the mat. Inhale, crescent moon. That should be a hip flexor stretch. So sink the hips low. Reach the fingertips high. Exhale, half split. Fingertips on the mat. Start straightening the front leg. We've got 5 of these all together. We might take it into a little bit of a more advanced stretch. But please remember that anytime you need to come back to that. Bend the front knee. Take the back knee off. Inhale. Exhale, step forwards into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Left leg goes back into your long lunge position. Exhale. Just hold it and find that balance. Find that stretch in the left hip flexors. Make sure your right knee is above the right ankle. So if not, step a longer step back with your left leg. That's it. Back knee on the mat, half moon. Inhale, long reach as you sink into the right knee. Exhale, half split. Start feeling the stretch in the right hamstrings. Take it slow with the first one. Inhale, bend the front knee, take the back knee off. Exhale, step forwards into a forward fold. And we're gonna go again. I might keep the back knee off. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right leg back, runner's lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge. You can pop the back knee onto the mat. Exhale, half split, or I'm going into that pyramid where I'm keeping the back leg off and folding onto the left thigh. You can bend the back leg, it might help. And then straight away I'm going for it, bending front knee, inhale. Exhale, step forward, stretch the hamstrings in a forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left leg back. Inhale, crescent lunge. Please don't rush. Feel the left hip flexor stretching. Exhale, half split if you want, or keep the back leg off. Feel the stretch in the right hamstrings. Inhale, bend the front knee, take the back leg off. Exhale, forward fold. We're gonna go again, right leg. First, halfway lift. Exhale, right leg back. Crescent lunge or crescent moon. Inhale, exhale, hamstring stretch, half split or pyramid. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, step forwards and fold. Inhale, halfway, long spine. Exhale, left leg back. Long lunge. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, hamstring stretch. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, step and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, lunge back. Inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, stretch the hamstrings. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, step and fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, left leg back. Long lunge, everyone. Inhale, arm up. Feel the front of your left hip. Exhale, hamstrings on the right side. Take your time here. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, step and fold. We've got one more each way. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, right leg back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hamstring stretch. Inhale, bend the front knee, look forwards. Exhale, step and fold. Inhale, halfway. This is your last one. Left leg back. Exhale. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hamstring stretch. Inhale, bend the front knee. Exhale, step and fold. Hold it here for one more inhale. Keep pulling the chest forward. It should be getting longer. On your next inhale, bend the knees flat back. Come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the arms. Reach up, inhale. Exhale, forward, fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, chaturanga. Leave it out and meet us in downward dog if you want. Exhale into your downward dog. Lovely. Once you're there, lift the right leg behind you into three-legged dog. As you exhale, step on the outside of the right hand. So it's still a runner's lunge, but it's a lizard because we are going to take it a little bit longer. I'm going to pivot the back heel onto the mat. Walk the hands a little bit towards the back of the middle of the mat. Turn the hips and start sitting into your side lunge. Right elbow into the right knee. When you're ready, straighten the spine. Find that inner thigh stretch. Make sure your right heel stays flat if possible. If you can sit all the way down, still think about that right heel. Hand on the front of the mat. Push the right leg back into three-legged dog again. Big inhale. Exhale, step back into your lizard outside of the right hand. Pivot the back heel down. Turn that right foot if you need to. Sit into your side plank. Beautiful. Right hand in the front of the mat again. Push back into three-legged dog. Big inhale. Exhale, step on the outside of the right hand. And then turn into that side lunge. We're going to do that one more time. Hands down. Push back into three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, step on the outside. Pivot on those heels. Sit into your side lunge. Lovely. Put the hands onto the mat. Bring them to the middle of the mat. Push your bum up into wide-legged forward fold. Feet are parallel. Hang down, just stretching both hamstrings, inner thighs. Bend your knees if you need to. Turn your tailbone to the ceiling. If you feel that you're there already, you can do a tripod headstand. If you already have your hands and the head on the mat, please make sure you create a triangle. Hands, top of the head. And please be very careful. If you just want to stretch, please do. Please be very careful with that. Try and make it nice and controlled. If it's not quite there, just hold your forward fold. Take a few seconds here if you want. Otherwise, I'm just stretching here. Once we are all in the forward fold position, hands on the mat, turn the right foot to the front. Go back into your three-legged dog one more time. Big inhale. Reach up, step forward into your lizard one more time. And just hold it this time. Drop the hips, look forwards. You can stay on the hands if you want. Otherwise, your left elbow is going to come in line with the arch of your foot, if you can. If not, stay with the hand down for now. Your right hand is going to push against your right knee. So you're going to open up those hips. If you need to drop your back knee onto the mat, please do, otherwise I'm keeping it off. I'm opening the shoulder, right shoulder up to the ceiling. So there's a twist in my back, and I'm feeling my left hip flexor stretching, and I'm actually feeling it in my right glute as well. If you already have the elbow down, preferably, that would be great. Just watch for a sec, and you might want to get there in a different way. But I've got left forearm turning parallel with the front of the mat. And I'm going to pivot the left heel onto the mat and come into a forearm plank. Right fingertips to the ceiling, lifting both legs straight if you can. Once you're there, shrug the shoulders down to the lower back. Lift the hips high, pinch the shoulder blades together, squeeze your butt cheeks and lift the hip higher. Now pump your right hip to the ceiling for 10, 9, little movement, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself into a forearm plank. So both forearms are on the mat. Put your left hand onto the mat. Put your right hand onto the mat. Come into a high plank. Push into downward dog. I'm going to turn around because we're going to repeat the same thing on the other side. Once you found your downward dog. Lift the left leg into a three-legged dog. Step on the outside of your left hand, lizard. Turning into your side lunge. So I'm sitting on the left heel. Take the first one slow. We've got 4 of these all together. Pressing the left elbow into the knee. Or just use the strength of your left glute to pull it out. Make sure the left heel is flat. Keep the hands on the mat if that's better. Make sure you feel the inner thighs. Stay high if you need to. Put the hands in the front of your mat again. Push into three-legged dog, left leg up. Big inhale. Exhale, step on the outside of the left hand. Turn on the heels. Turn into your side lunge. Take it lower if you can. Taking one more inhale, one more exhale slowly. Hand in the front of the mat. Push the left leg back. Big inhale. Exhale, lizard, stepping forwards, outside of your left hand. Turn on the heels. Find your side lunge. Keep sitting lower, keeping the left heel on the mat if you can. If it comes off, it comes off. It doesn't matter. But if you can, keep it there. One more time, hands down. Push back into three-legged dog. Big inhale. Exhale, step on the outside. Lizard, side lunge. Sit and hold. Hands on the mat. Push the bum up. Come into your wide-legged forward fold. You can have another go with your tripod headstand if you have a forearm headstand straight away. Don't forget that the elbows are going about shoulder distance. Make sure you interlace except for the last 2. Make sure you're coming on the very top of your head. And don't forget to press into the elbows if it's there. If it's not quite there, just hold your stretch. Turn the tailbone up, maybe grab the back of your legs and focus on stretching those hamstrings, inner thighs. And then slowly come back into your wide-legged forward fold if you're in a headstand. Take one more breath to stretch into hamstrings, inner thighs. And then walk to the front of the mat. I'm going to turn around. Walk to the front of the mat. Back into your lizard. Push the left leg back, three-legged dog as I turn around in case I'm confusing you. Step on the outside of the left hand one more time. Hold the lizard. And then when you're ready, the right elbow comes in line with the arch of your left foot. And if it's there, the left hand gently pushing against that left knee. You can come onto the outside of your left foot. Turn the left shoulder to the ceiling. I'm keeping back leg straight, but if you need to pop it on the mat, that's fine. So you're opening the hips. You might feel some stretch in your glutes. You might feel it in your left hip as well as your right hip. And I'm going to come into my side plank. I'm turning my right forearm parallel with the front of the mat, the short side of the mat, and then slowly sweeping that left leg back, stacking the feet if you can, lifting left fingertips to the ceiling, straight arms or bend the bottom knee if you've had enough. Shoulders away from the ears, pinch the shoulder blades, squeeze your bum cheeks, draw the belly button in, lift the hips high, and pump the left hip to the ceiling for 10, 9, tiny movements, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back into forearm plank. Hold it. Come onto your right hand. Come onto your left hand into your high plank. Push into your downward dog. Drop your knees onto the mat. Push the feet to the side. Bum goes in the front of the mat or front-ish. So if you've got space behind you before you do anything else. Left leg long. Right knee and hug it in. I've got the strap here, dropping the right knee out to the side. Sitting up tall, stretching left hamstring first. Long spine first, inhale. Exhale, wrap and pull. your next inhale, release, flatten back. Exhale, take it further. One more time, inhale. Exhale, stretch further. And then slowly release. Sit up, changing legs. Right leg long, left knee in. Hug it in, and then drop the left knee out. Sit up tall. And then let's start that right hamstring stretch. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, stretch further. Inhale, long back. Exhale, stretch further into that right hamstring. One more time. Inhale, long back. Exhale, stretching further and further than before. And then slowly release. You can leave the strap there if you want. Bend your knees and extremely slowly start peeling your spine down. Start from the coccyx and then the sacrum. Slowly feeling the lumbar spine going down and onto your back. Put your arms out into a T, bring your knees up, feet flat, just windscreen wipers. Now if you have a block, if you have a roller, we are going to stretch out your shoulders and we extend the back. So I'm going to grab my roller. If you're using your block, you can always put your block just underneath your bra strap. If you're a boy, you still know where the bra strap is. So I'm just coming underneath my the lower edge of my shoulder blade, in between your last rib and the shoulder blade. If you feel, I've got straight legs, if you feel that just hanging down or even the arms up is too much on your neck, grab that pillow or the block and put it under your head. And then relax the arms wherever you feel that you're stretching the front of your shoulders. There is no pain in your lower back, so roll around, find a different position wherever you feel that. It's your chest, it's your thoracic spine, your upper back extending and stretching, and there is no pain in your lower back. Have the arms out to the side, where I normally just put the fingertips together. You might be able to just release the arms onto the mat above you, and then close your eyes. And try and relax into it. So your shoulders can expand. Your upper back can open. If it gets to your lower back, roll it up closer to your shoulder blade. So the roller is actually closer to your neck, slightly, but it's safer on your lower back. Hold it for one more breath. And then slowly bend your knees first. Press your lumbar spine onto the mat. And then start lifting your head. Get rid of that roller very slowly. And you have the option to do one more wheel in a sec, or you stay with me for a half bridge or shoulder bridge. Once your head is on the mat, your flat, hands flat, lift your bum up, peel your spine off. Squeeze the glutes on the top, tilt the pelvis. So you're just setting up your lower body. Squeeze the belly button into your lower back so it sets up your core. If you're staying with me, I'm tucking the shoulder blades under, interlacing fingers, pressing little fingers into the mat, straight arms, lifting hips high, making sure knees are pointing forwards. Again, pubic bone is higher than your belly button. If you want to do your full wheel, then you can tuck your fingertips under your shoulders. And please be careful with your back. And then lift up with one smooth movement. Find that wheel, or I'm staying here, just opening the front of the shoulders. Have a little play. Once you're in it, try and hold it for about 3 breaths. Again, feel that the glutes are working, the belly button is dropping to the lower back. And then slowly release the shoulder blades, the hands, and the hips. Bring the knees into your chest. Massage your lower back. And then the last thing we do is your spinal twist. Send that left leg long, right knee in and across your body. Shoulder blades flat on the right side. Look over your right shoulder and just settle into that spinal twist. Feel the nice stretch on your lower back. Slowly come back to center. Spinal twist on the other side. Right leg long, left knee in. Left arm out. Pull that left knee across to your right. Focus on left shoulder blade staying flat. Look over your left shoulder. And then close your eyes for a few breaths. Try and release the tension in that lower back. And come back to center slowly. Give yourself one more long stretch, long arms, long legs. And then roll onto your side. Stay on your side for a breath. Tuck the knees in. Just lie there for a couple of breaths. And then slowly, with the help of your hands, sit up. Sit on that block if you've got it. Make sure your spine is long. I'm just going to finish it off with your neck. Legs are comfy. Long back, shoulders heavy. And then ear to shoulder one way. Feel that nice stretch in your neck. Other side. Keep dropping that shoulder away from the other ear. And then drop your chin to the chest. Roll your head all the way around one way. And really feel the stretch in the back of your neck as you're dropping the chin to the chest. Change direction. Keep that spine long. And then come back to center. Take a big inhale to finish it. Exhale, hands to heart center.